We're back. Woo!
Hello, hello.
A2, Drew.
Who is that Julius Caesar reference from?
Donna Maxwell. Thank you, Donna Maxwell, for sending that in. Maxwell's sign-on does well to the max. I agree. Hey, Drew, did the mail come today? I'm expecting a package from my friend Alex at Magic Oil Box. He's sending me the Chosen Roller Blend. It's to give me strength, clarity, and legacy. He says it'll give me spiritual grounding and emotional clarity. I don't like this at all. How dare this Alex interfere with the perfect balance of our relationship, giving you ideas above your station? This could be very damaging for you as a minion. I'm not a minion, and I think it's to develop my inner slayer. I need to use it when I meditate. It'll help me reclaim my power. Outrageous. I have to pay a visit to this unruly young man. Wait, he has other blends you may approve of. Baddie Baron, Carrie Hand Sanitizer, Bloody Vanity Roller Blend. He's a big fan of yours. He says you have the best ideas. He even wants to give a discount code to our listeners for the Chosen Blend in honor of you. In honor of me? I think there might be hope for this scallywag. Mistakes can occur after all. Even I, and I don't want to shock you, may have, in extremely rare moments, potentially been less than perfect. Maybe. Almost. I'm impressed. You're sharing the more human side of yourself. Let's not get carried away, dear simple minion. So, the link is themagicoilbox.com. You can find the chosen one yourself on the website, or the direct link is themagicoilbox.com/products/the-chosen-BTVS. Black Friday through Cyber Monday, the Re-Vamped podcast discount code is Re-Vamped. All caps, no dashes, 15% off the Chosen Roller Blend only. Every Slayer deserves a little ritual power boost. Do you not think he should create a special blend for me? I guess. Hey, Drew, what's that lovely smell? Is that my new Chosen Roller Blend? So nice of Alex to send it to me. He. Did you know that he is taking the internet by storm? Fans are he-heing me on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. I have seen it all over my pages. My catchphrase is going virus. Viral? Yes. You've heard of infectious disease? I spread infectious he-he's. True. And you know what that deserves? What? Oh, I get it. He. Guess what they call themselves?
Who?
My fans.
What?
The Scooby Druids. I didn't know you had a group. A legion. Wow. What did you expect? I am the Dark Queen of polydimensional media.
Yeah, if you say so.
What are you doing? We're recording. I'm multitasking, autographing. That's a big stack of 8x10s. Lots of death. Scooby Dru. Don't mind me. Time is money. Or of the essence. Or a stitch in 9. Or only it will tell.
What?
Tick, tick. Do your bits. My bits? BTS. Bits. Got it. Fake tattoos abound in the Dark Age. Todd McIntosh said, unlike Angel's tattoo, he didn't design this one. With Angel's, he drew it to be 4 to 5 inches. He showed it to David Greenwalt for approval. David approved it, but apparently thought it was going to be like a 1-inch shamrock. When it came back from the lab, there was a bit of a hullabaloo on set due to its largesse. Todd designed it that size because he thought on TV a small tattoo would not have the detail and would just look like a black mark. It's a reverse Stonehenge.
A reverse what?
The opposite of what happened with Stonehenge in Spinal Tap. Aha! Todd based the design on the Book of Kells and added an A. This tattoo became iconic. It was manufactured by the lab Real Creations. It was a 70% alcohol transfer. Todd said it was finicky and usually it got smudged. He recently sent his very last angel tattoo to auction. Prozaid transfers came later around the time Christian Tinsley started making his tattoos. We used Tinsley tattoos in A Place Among the Dead for my character's tattoos, which Dev and I designed. Our friend Eric drew them and we sent them in. They were great. It was wild because in the design phase, I spent a lot of time considering and refining the designs. It was as if I was getting a tattoo for real, and I started to wonder what my process would be if they were going to be permanent. Do you have any tattoos?
It depends on how you count them, but basically I have 5.
Oh, what do they have?
Well, my first one was a compass rose on my wrist. And then I have the word for wolf in Cherokee, which is my mom's side of the family. I have a circus tent in memory of my mother on one forearm, 3 little pigs on the opposite wrist representing my little brothers. Oh God, I do have more than 5. I have an Eye of Horus on the center of my back, which was pretty painful. And then I have an anchor on my backside. It's the nicest way of saying that. That way, when I get old, I can say that the anchor is just weighing me down.
How old were you when you got your first one?
26.
Ooh.
So I put a lot of time and thought into it before I did it.
For the tattoo transfers, I think it's usually oil-based products that remove them. Is that right, Sire Rebecca?
That is. They stay on for a good amount of time unless you have lotions or you're using any oil on your skin.
Yeah, they can be hard to remove. The other thing that happens on sets is the covering of real tattoos. Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, Selena Gomez, Sean Penn, Scarlett Johansson, Jennifer Aniston, Helen Mirren, Sienna Miller, Lily Collins, and Sean Connery all have, or in the case of Sean Connery, had tattoos. When I worked with Johnny Depp on Ed Wood, Colleen Atwood, costume designer extraordinaire, designed these amazing Angora gloves for Johnny for one of the drag sequences. Johnny was wearing 1950s lingerie, a bullet bra, and garters. The gloves were one piece covering his hands, arms, and upper back. It was an ingenious way to cover rather than makeup, and it was perfect for the character. One of his tattoos originally said Winona Forever. He got it when he was with Winona Ryder, but by Ed Wood, he'd removed part of it to read Wino Forever. Another one of his tattoos references Les Fleurs du Mal, The Flowers of Evil by Baudelaire. It's wild because we also reference this poem in A Place Among the Dead, but I didn't realize that Johnny had this as a tattoo until recently. Sarah Michelle Gellar had tattoos that had to be covered. The one on her lower back is of 2 dragonflies. She would sometimes wear a large, skin-colored Band-Aid over it if no one thought that it would show. At the start of the series, they would have been using regular grease paint to cover it. I think wardrobe supplied the Band-Aids.
Synopsis. A brief summary or a general survey. Don't quote me, but I just love to compile, collate, posit, and then conclude. I'm summary gal. Yup, that's me.
In this episode, we get a glimpse into Giles's past when an old friend turns up dead outside the school. He struggles to open up to Buffy and the Scooby Gang, but Giles must face up to the actions of his youth in order to save himself and Miss Calendar.
Molten memories, secrets unfurled. Bygone will not be bygone. Okay. The opening of the episode is quite eerie. We meet Philip, who is played by Stuart McLean. He's furrowing his brow so much, he looks like one of us. With Deirdre, did you notice her face and arms are made up, but her legs are not fully made up?
Yes.
Oopsie. Buffy's outfit during her step workout in the library is a nod to the 1992 Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie poster in which Christy Swanson wears a green tank top, purple leggings, and a sweatshirt tied around her waist. Sarah is wearing the same. The outfit also makes me think of the 1980s Jane Fonda aerobics craze. Buffy even says that she is aerobicizing. I was fond of Fonda calisthenics. You were? I was only 124 through 142 when I did that regimen. A mere whippersnapper.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah, 'cause you kind of glide and move to your own beat, so to speak. I multitask then too. I'd put Seinfeld and Jane Fonda's complete workout on at the same time.
What are you doing?
Showing you some of the moves. That doesn't look like aerobics. I sometimes get aerobics and sumo wrestling confused. Oh, now I kind of see what you're doing. Hiya. That's not aerobics or sumo wrestling. That's Miss Piggy. Are you certain?
Yep, Juliet's right.
Hiya. Boop boop be Drew. Hiya. Wow. Shall we wrestle then? No. How about you, Sire Rebecca? Shall we have a tumble?
No.
No roustabout?
No.
The intercutting of Giles with Buffy with the strangulation scene is unnerving. Giles says, "The rest is silence," when Buffy shuts off the music. These are the famous final words spoken by the character Hamlet in Shakespeare's play of the same name. In Act 5, Scene 2, as he's dying. Then on cue, accentuating that sentiment, Deirdre snaps Philip's neck.
I thought it was interesting that we have so many callbacks to the movie in this episode because at the end of the movie, when Merrick dies, he says the same thing.
Yes, he does. Giles is having nightmares. They're referred to as dreams later in the episode and are a bit like visions and like some of the dreams Buffy had about the Master. Dreadful dreams till moonbeams scare you. Dreadful dreams that bring all worries to find you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Now, Juliet. Dreadful dreams till moonbeams scare you. Dreadful dreams that bring all worries to find you. But in your dreams, wherever they be, dream a little dream of me. Now, Sire Rebecca.
Dreadful dreams till moonbeams scare you. Dreadful dreams that bring all worries to find you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me.
All together now. And listeners, I know I've changed the lyrics a bit, but please hum along with us. Dreadful dreams till moonbeams scare you. Dreadful dreams that bring all worries to find you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Mwahaha. Or actually, I should say, mwah-hee-hee. Your mind is a terrifying place. Isn't it just? There's a nice camera move into the scene with Buffy and Willow. They're playing the game Anywhere But Here. By the way, Anywhere But Here is also the name of issue 10 of the Buffy Season 8 comic book series. Written by Joss, illustrated by Cliff Richards. It was originally published in January 2008. The beach and Florence are discussed, two wonderful destinations in my book. Buffy mentions Gavin Rosdale. I like his song, Flowers on the Grave.
That's not surprising.
Bush, right? I beg your pardon. The band. Ah. We learn that Willow likes John Cusack. Can we go back to being lewd? We weren't being lewd. Too bad. I like the saucy and the raunchy.
We know, Drew.
John Cusack is a perfect crush for Willow at this time. He was doing all those romantic comedies as the slightly nerdy but cool lead.
I have a Gavin Rossdale moment. I met him years ago when I was interning at MTV. He was so handsome and charming that I ended up burning my arm with a steamer while steaming some clothes, but I got totally lost in his eyes.
Oh, you and Buffy. At least you didn't pontificate about licking him like you did with Gerard Butler.
He's the only one that deserves that.
I like that Jenny nicknames Giles England. Buffy takes a notebook, a textbook, and a book out of her locker. Do you know what the book is?
Luigi Barzini Jr.'s The Europeans.
Yes. There is a lot of quippy dialogue in this episode, like when Buffy describes blood delivery to the hospital as vampire meals on wheels. Xander uses the phrase a twosome of cuteness. But we're not in this episode. He says it about Giles and Jenny. Well, there's cute, and then there's cute.
Haven't you ever heard modesty will get you everywhere?
Gave that up the day I was sired. In that vein, I like how Jenny is always forward with Giles. Well, there's forward, and then there's forward. Noted, but no matter how forward, you two never go for the rumpy-pumpy. For American audiences who don't know what rumpy-pumpy is, it's a bit of the in and out. Yeah, some how's your father?
We got it.
A bit of the crumpet. We don't need you to prove any more of your forwardness. I'm not a dolly mop, a 3-penny upright, or a toffer.
Of course you're not those.
But we seem to be back to saucy and raunchy. Drew, my faves. Apart from the brief moment at the end of School Hard, the police haven't been seen in this universe. They were only in School Hard to make the point that they wouldn't be investigating. A procedural murder investigation has not been part of the world. This signifies that we're in a Giles story. This is about adult complications.
This is a moment where the real world is intruding on our bubble. At the same time, we have Cordelia. She's like a rubber band trying to pull us back into the other world.
And she gives the audience some comic relief. Grave Robbers from Outer Space card game is the game where you create your own B-movie and have a blast doing it. I love my movie's title this round. The House of the Vampire Goddess and the Annihilation of the Naughty Minion. Since I'm not your minion, I like it too. All right, my cute vampire girl attacks your aged vampire hunter. Time to make him a ghoul to serve me. Diamonds are a ghoul's best friend. Come on, Drew. You always drag out your turn. I'll discard his sharp stake, but your cute vampire girl is now dust. Not so fast. I play Hiss and Flee, so she's safely back in my hand. Fair move. Secretly happy the vamp is okay. How many characters do you have left? 3. My prom queen, the bookish girl with no boyfriend, and a big bad wolf. Why? Oh, plot twist. The doomsday device goes off. Everyone dies. It's really weird, Drew. You always seem to get that one. I did say. Annihilation of the naughty minion. I'm not your minion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And guess what? What? I win. Again. The link so you can see how to play the game and get your own sets of cards is graverobbersgame.com. The 10% discount code for our listeners is Re-Vamped. All one word, small case, no dash as our title has. Just Re-Vamped for 10% off at graverobbersgame.com. Giles IDs Philip Henry at the morgue, and we find out that they were friends in London. They haven't spoken in 20 years. And we can tell he's lying about not recognizing the tattoo. When Buffy is at the hospital, the phone booth definitely dates the show.
I don't know about you, but I used to call home collect at the time. So you would go to a payphone, call the operator, and tell them that you needed to make a collect call so the charges would go to the other person answering. Then when you were asked to record your name for the person, you would quickly say on the recording something like, "Mom, I need to get picked up," and then hang up. So that way, whoever answered the phone would just hear the message and didn't have to accept the charges. It was a quick and cheap way of getting around having to pay for calls.
Oh, I never knew about that. Did a lot of people do that?
Oh, yeah, that was the thing to do. We were always trying to figure out ways of saving money.
This sequence here is a little like True Blood. It's like a drug deal. They discuss sampling the product. Sophia does some awesome kicks as Buffy. I believe rigs were used for some of this fight. Angel comes to help. Deplorable. The wind chimes outside Giles's dig seem more new agey to me than Giles. I'm kind of thinking that they must have been put up by another tenant.
They also really go with the intricate door pattern. Meanwhile, inside his apartment's very old-fashioned. I even love that he has a Rolodex on his desk.
Yes. This is the first time that the inside of Giles's apartment is established. I like his gaff. Probably because of what Sire Rebecca said. It's old-fashioned. Giles tries to reach Deirdre. He learns that she died recently. Giles's list shows that only he and Ethan are alive. And he's checked it twice. As we've established, I like naughty better than nice.
We don't ever forget that, Drew.
No, we're not able to, are we? I also want to single out another use of props. The fountain pen for Giles is also perfect, like the Rolodex. Ethan is the character we met in Halloween, in which Giles's dark past was first brought up. Why were the Dark Ages called the Dark Ages?
Why?
Because there were a lot of nights. He. Oh, I actually thought you were going to tell us. What medieval king wrote books?
What king?
King Arthur.
Oh.
Oh. Who was the roundest knight at King Arthur's table? Circumference. Hee. Okay. Let's just get back to the Dark Age rather than Dark Age jokes. One more.
Okay, one.
How do you know how much a dragon weighs? How? It comes with scales. Hee. 5, Sids. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5.
Definitely.
Or are Drusidalicious. Or Drusid disastrous. Okay, I take it back. For real? Yes. Drusidalicious it is. Giles reveals he has the same tattoo. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. All together now. Wait, it isn't da-na-na-na. It is now. Okay. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That was good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I'm sure that you, Sire Rebecca, noticed that Cordelia has bangs all of a sudden. When we saw her in the library earlier, no bangs, and then all of a sudden bangs. That's a big hair change to see mid-episode.
It really is. I wonder what happened, because occasionally we've had actors who've come in that have randomly decided to cut their own hair and not say anything about it beforehand. So you have to play it off as best as possible or try to get them a wig if you have the time. But a lot of times we don't have much notice, so you just kind of have to make things work.
Yeah, or rapidly add extensions. You
Yes.
are supposed to coordinate that kind of thing with producers and the hair department before doing it. The shadow in the library is scary, very horror movie tropey. The music accentuates and builds tension. The lighting and tracking shots through the bookshelves also do this. Ethan is lurking. He's not as good a lurker as Angelus. Angelus/Angel does have stellar lurking skills.
He's not only honed his self-professed brooding skills, but his lurking skills too.
Yep, he's definitely got them down. Robin/Ethan and Sarah work well off one another. This episode is all about filling in more of Giles's dark youth. My mummy said my visions were touched by the devil, but my youth was light. My latter life is what is rife with darkness. True, but doing Re-Vamped with Scooby Dru has been a game changer. Re-Vamped with Juliet Landau. But I'm glad. There are more nightmares for Giles. We're getting information about his dark phase. We all go through phases.
True.
Season 2 was my destroy the world phase. I can't say we all go through that phase. You can tell Igon and the Mark of Igon is serious business because the whole gang plus Ethan is gathered in the library. Robin and Tony create a great chemistry and history. Their timing is rapid fire and fantastic. You know what it's like?
What?
No, not doing that again.
Once is enough.
Once is definitely enough. Do you know what film Buffy references when she talks about Giles hiding away in his apartment?
No, I don't remember.
It's The Lost Weekend, which, by the way, swept the 1946 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director for Billy Wilder, Best Screenplay for Charles Brackett and Billy Wilder, and Best Actor for Ray Milland. A Lost Weekend is nothing. I've lost a few decades at a clip. I'll bet you have. Nookie is distracting. TMI, Drew. Too much intercourse.
Too much information.
Much less exciting. I prefer intercourse. Let's go back to our verbal discourse, of course. Buffy goes into super leader mode, delegating to Willow, Xander, and Cordelia. This episode looks at how the ghosts of our past catch up with us. The title is The Dark Age. Giles went through a dark phase, and it was a long time ago. The Dark Ages were a period of decline in culture, in learning, societal collapse, and instability. The episode also explores the baggage we bring into a new relationship. Giles and Jenny were supposed to be having a romantic Saturday night. Instead, he brings her to his home not for romance, but because she was knocked out and, unbeknownst to him, she's possessed. This is all about him having to share his dark past. This affects all of his current relationships, including Buffy and the entire gang.
I like how he's unshaven in this. It visually lets you know that he's not himself.
Jenny shares the sentiments that nothing is safe in this world. There's truth to that. I think that control and safety, to a large extent, are illusions. Willow discovers the Mark of Igon is Etruscan. She's serving the usual function that Giles does, explaining and delivering the exposition. She is the bookish one of the Scoobies. Her alter ego is Giles. Alter ego? Yes, but we're talking about Igon, so it's alter ego.
You're quite the punster.
I go for the puns. He. The gang figures out that Jenny is possessed. I really like Robia's physicality when Igon is in her and she's seducing Giles. She uses her dance background and does these cool reptilian head tilts. Before Jenny crashes through the window to escape, there is a reference to The Prisoner, the TV series from the 1960s. Be seeing you was a catchphrase on the show. In Halloween, Ethan Rayne also referenced this. He left a note for Giles with the message, "Be seeing you." We've had a Mummy episode, a Frankenstein episode, and this is, to some degree, a nod to The Exorcist, the quintessential possession movie. I believe the production crew created the past photo of Giles by superimposing Tony's head onto a photo of Sid Vicious, which is funny since Drew and Spike had been described to us prior to shooting as the Sid and Nancy of the Vampire set. I recently told James that in my mind, I was Sid and he was Blonde Nancy. But this photo doesn't look like my body. No, it's the real Sid. It doesn't look like his little wooden body either.
Not ventriloquist dummy gag writer Sid.
Vicious. Oh, thank you. You really are a dear. You know, it's interesting that the running villainous or dark aspects of the show right now, Drew and Spike and Giles's past, are both Sex Pistols based. The literal punk rock / counterculture of youth. We find out that Giles dropped out of Oxford, started hanging out with bad folks and doing magic. Ethan and Giles discovered Igon. Giles says it was an extraordinary high. He plays this whole scene with a deep sense of shame.
This is a metaphor for addiction. Igon killed Randall, even though they tried to rescue him.
Almost like an intervention.
The demon or addiction was too much, and it won.
They killed Igon, but like any kind of craving, it can always raise its head, or does raise its head, so Igon is back now and plans to kill them all. One of the questions this episode poses is, if you have youthful indiscretions, are you marked forever? It also focuses on Giles's circle of friends who were the polar opposite of the Scooby Gang, the show's circle of friends. Our circle is fighting the dark forces. This typifies the different paths we can take, the choices we have. They need to figure out how to stop Igon without killing Jenny. Or they could drain her till she's a husk and then move on. What? No, that's terrible. Not from my perspective.
Drew, shh.
Another theme is building on what was just explored in Lie to Me, learning that parents or parental figures are human and have pasts that may be difficult and include dark things. It's about coming of age, seeing that things are not simple, that they are often not black and white. Parents and mentors are flawed. They are human. They make mistakes. It's about growing up, maturing, and seeing the complexities.
We all have a past. I think in this episode, it shows us that the mistakes of our youth can actually be the making of us. The lessons that Giles learned in his youth have made him into an excellent watcher as an adult.
We are a sum of all of our parts. Hopefully we learn and we don't endlessly repeat. I had a therapist who said you keep being offered the same lesson until you learn it. My friend Yvonne and I used to refer to this as the truck running over us again. Here comes the truck, splat! And I think that's true, don't you? That you kind of are presented with it over and over in different incarnations until you learn a lesson and grow from it.
Absolutely. I think history is bound to repeat itself unless we learn from our mistakes and change the outcome.
The naked mannequins in the costume shop are really disturbing. One has a dismembered arm, another is just the bottom half. It's really sinister. Robin has comic timing in his creepy bad guyness, but he doesn't have a catchphrase. Nope, no hee-hee for Ethan. But Ethan is shameless, unlike Giles, who is racked with guilt and shame. Ethan is a bounder, a cad, and a rotter, but one without a catchphrase. He and Giles mirror one another. One is light, one is dark, two sides of the same coin.
Similar to Buffy and Drew.
Buzzy? No. She is the star of the show, Drew.
Well then, I am very like her.
Okay. Another thing I noticed is to be continued. Scooby Dru, did you replace my painting with this super cool print of the Ennis house? It's not the Ennis house. It's Angelus's mansion, my home for a while. Suited me well. Who gave it to you? Drawn with knives. Is that one of your funny asides? No, silly Billy. It's from Jennifer, my friend at Drawn with Knives. Why is it called that? She draws all of her artwork with a knife. It is dark and beautiful magic. She's a new sponsor. So the Angel Mansion print comes in either 5x7 or 11x14. Go to drawnwithknives.com. For Re-Vamped, there is a 25% discount code for the next 2 weeks. Use Re-Vamped, all caps, unlike our title, no dash, Re-Vamped, all caps, for 25% off. Well done, Drew. Not only am I a polydimensional superstar of entertainment, I'm now a titan of business too.
Let's get ready to Buffy!
Vengeance Val was the victor in our first inaugural Battle of the Uber Buffy fans. If you would like to challenge her title and be considered as a contender for this season's battle, please email revampedpod@gmail.com. Yes, be sure to include your name, where you weigh in with your number of watch-throughs, where you're located, something interesting about you, or something you think would be good to share.
And your social media handles.
Yes, woohoo! Woohoo! Boop boop be Drew. Revamptees, please correspond with me on our Patreon page, Revamped with Juliet Landau, on Twitter, @Juliet Landau, on Instagram, @Juliet_Landau, and on the Fans of Juliet Landau Facebook group, or Juliet Landau official Facebook page. Patreon peeps to be read in the credits: Dave Hall, Fonnie June Kendall, Daniel Harbour, Louise Brennan, Brandon Key, Cameron Burton, Donnie Ruskin, Madeline Pruitt, Marion Stevenson, Antonio H. Gutierrez, and Bobby Pelham. It makes all the difference because we cannot keep making the show without you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Until we meet again.
See you next time when we do it again. Do it again. Until then, rewatch, revamp, reinvent, and be remarkable you.